Tell us about your bank activist fund quickly.
Well, for us now, I mean, banks generally put people to sleep now. In a market, a momentum market, people have looked at the banks, they've underperformed. Most of them trade at 10 times earnings, so they're trading even cheaper than the utilities right now. What I see is that President Trump has lowered a lot of the regulations, and I see that the dividend yield on bank stocks is now 1% above the 10-year Treasury. If you look historically, that has been a very, very good time to buy banks. As a matter of fact, there's not been a time that I could remember that banks have traded with a dividend yield above the 10-year Treasury and not rallied.
Oh.
So you're going to see money coming into banks because yields are above the 10-year Treasury by 1%, and you're going to see a tremendous amount of consolidation. Now, that consolidation is going to be happening because the regulations are not what they were, and also because there's new legislation coming out that's going to make it possible for the activists like myself to take bigger positions in banks and have more of a say at the table as to when they sell or when they don't.
You don't do picks, do you? Do you do types of banks? Do you have a few that are definitely going to be in there?
I would say that I like the big money center banks right now. As far as some of the other banks, we're still doing our work on those.
Okay.
But I think Bank America is going to surprise people. I mean, there was
a time.
Yeah, there was a time that I hated banks, but now it's just too attractive to avoid this sector.
Good to know. And checking out Bank of America. We'll take a look. Jeff Sica, founder of Circle Squared Alternative Investments. Wonderful to see you. Thanks for coming in and joining us on the show. And still ahead.